Alright, how do we start a video? Very first video that we're ever doing, or that I'm ever doing for this. Had a bit of an idea to come to a country town or regional town within Queensland to check them out. Actually, the reason is I came here a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? For work, and came to a coffee shop which is just up the road here. And I was surprised at how nice it was, and everyone was so lovely. So I was like, why not bring the GoPro back, film what's about here, and check some Kalbar sites. We're gonna go see. But I reckon what we do, nothing in here. What's this? Non-potable water. Interesting. You got Kalbar School of Arts Memorial Hall. The main street. The main street is just up here. This is Kalbar Police Station. As you can see, nice and high tech. What do we have? Police station cell. The station that moved to the country and stayed. The Engelsberg Police Station was originally opened as a single officer station on April 25th of April 1899. Constable Edmund Banks from Harrisville was placed temporarily in charge until 5th of May 1899. The original police residence built by the rear of the station in this photo is a single cell lockup and still remains to this day. Pretty cool. Fortunately for this little community, crime in Kalbar division has historically been minimal. I think you'd expect that, wouldn't you? In 1988, the old Redbank police station that had been closed for many years was relocated to Kalbar and refurbished to become the current Kalbar police station. Today it may still be only a single officer station, but the Kalbar police station is never alone, with the entire support of our Kalbar community. How good's that?
That's funny.
It's got its own little post box. It's pretty cool. See how the locals go with well, you'd probably still classify as city folk, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
City folk, unfortunately. We're trying to get out of the city into the country life. We'll get there eventually. What do we got over there? We've got the vets. Kalbar Country Bakehouse. Ooh, that could be a little treat. So that's the cafe I went to down there. So I reckon we'll cross the road in a second. Might go check that bakery out before we go though. What do you reckon? Yeah. Thoughts?
Like signs everywhere. Smokehouse.
Ooh. Didn't see that before. Might have to come back just for that.
Pub.
Here we go, pub. Kalbar pub. So we're gonna go get a coffee. We'll go get a coffee first. See how good their coffee is. And then we'll go check out the rest of Kalbar. We'll chat GPT some things to see if it can come up with some interesting places to go visit. And then we'll go from there. I've already got a few looks because I'm holding a camera talking to it. So we'll see what happens. Smokehouse as well. So love it at Kalbar. Interesting. Go.
Weirded out by this.
People are
Weird.
by camera.
Weirded out.
By camera.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think there's another entrance. Do you want to look? Oh, there might be up and around here. Look at this place. Up here, I think. Here we go. Historic Kalbar. Bickerton's store. Fortunately, with the introduction of motor cars several decades on, Bickerton's store moved on from the troublesome horse and cart service and introduced the town to a very modern grocery truck service in the late 40s. 5 days a week, the utility truck would be loaded up with a host of fresh produce and a few sewing goods, and would peddle their wares to customers in surrounding towns including Arratoola, Cuthbert Valley, Charlwood and Silverdale areas. It's also around the time of electricity, even with the constant in 1920, which destroyed most of the town's business. It's the only building in Kalbar which was saved. Then again in the 1930s when a fire broke out on there's a few cars floating around. fire broke out on the corner only. The back store section of the building was burnt down. The main section of the store still stands as you see today. Beakerton was a name that everyone knew, grew up with and relied on. For over 4 decades it was a private family business. The business was as solid as the building itself. Then on September 1, 1954, the business was sold and sadly only operated for 3 years before it was closed due to bankruptcy. Ultimately, it was human misfortune that closed the business, not the competition nor the fire. Alright, that's cool. Probably the plants. A bit more history.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop. We'll go check the Emporium after we have a coffee, I reckon. Yeah. We'll go check the side of that building. Let's go over that. Let's go. Oh, there's a few people in here. We got some local produce. If they were gluten free, I'd definitely get some of those.
No.
I wish.
They've got things up there. Love the jelly cup with the bread on somebody.
Jelly cup with the bread. Good, thanks. How are you? Got some pies. Definitely got to have some pies, don't we? In a country town. Maybe. No. Do you want a steak or do you want to just get takeaway? Yeah. What do you want? A chai latte?
Yeah, I love chocolate.
Alright. Good, thanks. How are you? Can I get a couple of coffees?
Yeah.
Can I get a medium chai latte?
Certainly. You
Please?
want it in the takeaway?
Yeah, go on. Can I get a lactose free for that one? Did I say? And then
Making chai lactose free,
Yep.
easy.
can I get a small flat white as well?
Yeah. Full cream.
On almond milk. Thank you.
Not a problem. Just some ones today?
Yeah, please.
You easy sitting out in here or are you?
Yeah, we'll sit
On the
over
top?
in
Somewhere.
the corner. Yeah,
I'll
somewhere.
find.
Thank you.
Okay, that's ready to rock and roll when you are.
Appreciate that.
And you take a seat and put it out.
Thank you. Another fishy.
She's a little weirded out, but
Where do you want to sit? Where do you want to go?
such a fishy.
Let's just sit on the couch, I reckon. You happy with that? I got takeaway cups just in case we wanted to
Yeah.
chat GPT a few things. See what comes up.
Like teapots everywhere.
Interesting sites in Kalbar, Queensland. Okay, so number 1 comes up with the historic Whis Emporium, Kalbar Show, which is at the beginning. Kalbar Country Day and Hay Bale Trail. Sunshine and Sunflowers Farm Visit. Kalbar's German Heritage. We'll go check out that Emporium. I'll tell you a few facts when we get there. Other than that, I'm going to have a coffee time. It's pretty full.
But I don't even like it. It's like the artificial.
Too sweet for me. Okay, not bad. I can taste coffee. So that's a good thing.
You should get extra shot.
No, I'd already had 2 shots in it. I had 2 shots in it already, so I didn't get extra. Small flat white, almond, extra shot, always. Less milk the better. We're gonna go to the Emporium, which is just across the road here. I'll read some facts out when we get over there. But there was a cool piece of artwork on the side of the building, so we'll go check that out. See if there's anything else in walking distance to go check out. Next door to the, what was it? Smokehouse? There's like a smokehouse or something next door.
Oh, the bakery.
And a bakery, so. Let's go. We're gonna go across the road to the Emporium. Say goodbye to the coffee. Cross over there and have a look at that building. Do you reckon he's like the sole ambo in this town?
Yeah.
Sole ambulance provider in this town. We got a butcher.
Oh yeah.
We got a pharmacy. They probably get fresh meat here too. So we got Kalbar Medical Centre. There's a few doctors here actually. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 doctors, that's pretty good. It's a small town. I wonder how many people are here. We'll Google it. We'll chat GPT it. We won't Google it. Google will probably lie. Oh, we're gonna get controversial. We won't film into people's homes. I feel like that's a bit rude. The Wiss Brothers. That was mentioned before. Heritage Precinct of Wiss Brothers store. As tangible evidence of our past when Kalbar was first settled in the 1870s, predominantly by German immigrants, and was then called Engelsberg, the town of angels. In 1890, a small store and dwelling were commissioned together. The store was for 2 brothers, Campbell and Lionel Wiss. The dwelling was the first home of Leonel Inger Wiss and Maria Elise Wife. Someone German can probably say it a lot better. The 2 Wiss brothers established one of the most important businesses in town, which was emerging as a district centre. In 1909, a larger store replaced a smaller one. This was built for Leonel West only, as Campbell had by now moved to Tasmania. It's a big difference. But the general store still traded under Wiss Brothers Universal Providers, said to be one of the largest stores in Westmoreland and one of the best country stores in Queensland. It was known as the Wiss Emporium. Today, in 2009, the Wiss Emporium is 100 years old, and the park celebrates the century-old landmark building. Very good. Bit of history.
So it looks like
Friday 15th. That's this Friday.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Join us for wine and cheese. Oh, that would have been cool.
I know.
That's alright. Come here when it's quieter. It is past our bedtime. Oh yeah, they've got it all ready to go.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what this actually is.
Right? Look at that hay bale, how they're doing up. Interesting that it was originally German settlers that came here.
Oh, what is
You wouldn't have thought that. Pretty cool. A few facts and figures, I reckon. My phone. Get the phone out. Let's go. Alright, so we just looked at the Wiss Emporium. Kalbar shows down the road. Experience the beauty of sunflower fields and enjoy a farm visit at Sunshine and Sunflowers. Look at population of Kalbar. As of 2021, the locality of Kalbar in Queensland had a population of 1,246 people. Significant increase from the 2016 census, which recorded 801. Yeah, that is actually. That's the high. It is a hybrid.
The Santa Fe. Is that what you?
Yeah, I think so. That's the green as well. Anyway, we were looking at maybe getting that car. Really? It's pretty warm today. For reference, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. Kalbar's going off. There's another one there that says Vegemite on it. Another hay bale. If you can see it, it's down there in front of that car now. I reckon we either walk back to the car and have a look where that sunflower place is. See if I don't even know, sunflower's in season at the moment, is that a thing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a spring thing.
spring. We hardly had a spring this season. Straight to bloody summer just about, I would say. Oh, I want to go to that over there, remember? So across the road again. And go have a look. I wouldn't mind something to eat actually.
Yeah.
Just aiding to the Kalbar economy really, aren't we? Hey? It's the least we can do as city folk coming into a country town is spend a bit of money, I guess. That's not meant to be derogatory to country towns either. It's a genuine thing.
Yeah, well, for me too,
Veggie Haymite. Veggie Haymite. Hey? Local bottle shop. And we've got here a bit of history. Captain's Corner. Barney the Banker. Queensland of Von Miller. Phil and Kathy Cricket. Roy Tossell. Dennis and Wendy. There you go. The historic Royal Hotel Kalbar was one of 2 hotels in town, which has been much loved by its locals. The other was the Fastfern Hotel, which was located across the road on George Street and moved to Mooloolaba. From here to Mooloolaba, that's a fair few kilometres to travel, especially back in 1930.
Oh, wow.
The Royal Hotel Kalbar was built in 1900. It was erected on the property of a local wheelwright and one of the town's first blacksmiths, Dos Smith. He was one of very few Scotsmen amongst many German settlers. The building was very much considered a fine addition to the architecture and growth of the town. Hans Nielsen and his wife Matilda were very first owners and licensees. Kalbar, they then moved on later to Cleveland Hotel. Very good. Many telltales, new business ventures, and local farming tidbits have been shared over a cold one for 120 years. How good's that? And that's the original photos. Very good. No, yeah, we'll go to the bakery. Go to the bakery, see if I can get something yummy. I'm hungry. Oh yeah, it's definitely a pub. If we were here later, I'd have a beer. But I got a coffee instead. Got a coffee. It's funny the difference when you walk around with a camera and you don't. People just tend to look at you a whole lot more. It's like, what are you doing? What are you filming?
Yeah.
That was a bit. Coffee, I would say 6.5, 7 out of 10. Not bad. Less milk, more coffee. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
What pies do we have available?
We have pepper steak,
Pepper steak, yep.
tomato steak, chicken and veg,
Nice, yum.
steak and kidney,
Okay.
plain steak, bacon and cheese.
Ooh. Bacon and cheese. Can't really go past bacon and cheese. Do you want to? Can I get a bacon and cheese, please?
Right.
Ah, there you go. Typical me, not reading things. Thank you for that.
Is that all for the day?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Hi.
It's amazing. Thank you.
That'll be $5.90, please.
Only on card. Thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
I've got the pie. We're gonna go sit down. Could do this for a living. Go around, show everybody different country towns, eat their food.
Yeah.
We're gonna go if we go to a place and it's lunchtime or after, we're gonna find a pub and have a pub meal, I reckon. But this is steak and cheese pie, yummy. Tired. Sit this way so I can eat it. So, down that way to the right, apparently there's a sunflower farm, so I reckon we'll go check that out. Yum. Oh, there's real chunks of meat in this, proper pie. How good's that? Yum. Mm. Yum. I haven't done this very well. I'm gonna spill pie everywhere. We're on. We're gonna go to the sunflower place. See if it's open, see what's happening, see if there's any sunflower. Thank you. We're gonna go back to the car, and I think it's either down this way and to the right, or we're gonna go back that way to the left and then to the right. Doing this basically because I love country towns.
Oh, there's another hay bale.
Oh, how did we miss that coming into
think we
town?
did. I don't think it was there.
You reckon? You reckon they just dropped it off?
Yeah. I think they were just getting plates.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at this sign. Kalbar School of Arts. Let's have a look. Given a second name and a second chance to bring joy to the community. March 7, 1906, the first Anglesburg School of Arts, originally located close to the Bickerton store, which is not there. Officially opened its doors to match for joy. For its hardy sum of £300. 1918, during World War I, the little building changed its name to Kalbar School of Arts to relieve any anti-German sentiment. Sadly, 2 years later, it was burnt to the ground by a horrendous fire, like most of the buildings on Edward Street. The only pieces that were saved from the fire were the piano and the town's honour board. At least they saved the piano. Originally, there was a library where people could read the locals. It was a place for town's meetings, weddings, engagements, dances, concerts. One of the more noteworthy events was the Grand Illumination Ball, which was held in 1941 to celebrate the introduction of electric power. That's pretty cool. There you go. Pretty cool. Hey, there we go. Yeah, that one. It's probably the best out of them all so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that all looks like new builds over there, I reckon, for ages, and I reckon this part over here is the old town. Alright, we're going to jump back in the car, go find this sunflower place, check it out, see what it's all about, and we'll see you there.
That rooster crowing 6 a.m. Black rifle coffee, a few good friends, watching the sunrise in a deer stand. Hell yeah, that's my kind of country. Casting a ride out on the lake, ice cold beer, dry tailgates, watching the sunset fall asleep. Hell yeah, that's my kind of country. Out where the green grass grows. It's just
Farm closed, unfortunately. They don't have any. I'm back. Unfortunately, the sunflower place was closed. They didn't have any sunflowers. Probably the wrong season. Didn't give it a Google or a ChatGPT. Just didn't think there was any point. So we're up here on the ridge just outside of Kalbar at the moment in one of their cemeteries. I thought I'd just have a look and see how old some of these cemeteries are. I'm sure they're quite old, and I'm sure there's some quite new ones. But as you can see, like, how nice is this view? Like, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? It's so peaceful out here. You can hear the birds. That's lovely, man. That's lovely. That's why I wanted to do that, to I guess expose some regional towns and see what's out and about and get people away from the cities. It's too busy now. It's too busy. Come and experience the real Australia, what it's like out here, and you'll find that country people, or people who live in the country, are so nice and so caring, and they'll help anybody out. It's wonderful. This is the first video that we've made doing this, so obviously pretty new, pretty uncomfortable in front of the GoPro at the moment, especially walking around in front of people. Takes getting used to, that's for sure. So we'll find some more towns. We've got some more towns on the list at the moment. Probably should have said Kalbar is 45 minutes south of Ipswich. I'd probably say an hour away from Brisbane, or even a bit more potentially. You can see here we have a cemetery 14th of May 1924, aged 10 months. Very sad. It's quite sad actually. My little girl's 11 months, so I couldn't think of that. That's quite heartbreaking. But yeah, so first video of a few. Hopefully they're good enough to get up online. If people want to watch them, that'd be awesome. If they don't, that's okay. That'll be a family memory then for us to watch back in years to come. Who we got here? We got Gladys Doris Nielsen and Harold Nielsen, a digger, 1918 to 1995. How nice. It's just so peaceful. You see all the horses down here. See some horses down there. More horses over there. It's lovely. Anyway, we'll go have a look at these ones. It's starting to warm up now. It's what time is it? It's about 9:30 in the morning in November. I've had a hot couple of weeks. Try and get this stuff done early so we don't have to. Look at this here. I'm just going to pick this one up for them. There you go, darling. That one can go there. Here we go. Desmond and Doris, Elwyn and Lorna. These photos, man. Reminds me of my grandfather. Anyway, that's it. That's Kalbar. Little town from German settlers back in the early 1900s, late 1800s. Bit of history, pretty interesting. I didn't know it was settled by German immigrants back in the day. And one lone Scotsman that we read on the sign. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you next time. See how the next one goes, see where we're at. I don't think we'll be too far from this town. I reckon there's a few others around the place that we'll go visit, check it out, see what kind of history is there. Alright, see yous.